What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Major Case Files. This is the update. And today we are going to talk about a crazy situation that happened out of Azusa. A man by the name of Eric Valencia, 37 years old, was released from the Azusa prison, the Azusa jail, not prison, the Azusa jail. And when he was released, he walked outside and just got into the back of one of the patrol vehicles, the truck, not a car, but it was a truck, and then got in there, closed the door, and then nobody knew where he was. His family reported him missing. They said the Azusa police weren't really taking it seriously. And the whole time he was in the back of the car, and 3 days later, they found him dead. Dre,
This
what do
case
you
is
think
this
that?
this case has just got me going up and down, up and down. I don't know which way to go with this because I'm like, is the police responsible? Number one, you did leave that car unlocked. Those cars shouldn't be
Wait,
unlocked. One, because
Dre,
it's a police car.
hold
That case is crazy, man. So everything I heard from it or seen, I'm like, how did y'all let this man just walk out? And then nobody's watching the camera. I know y'all have security cameras. This is the police station and you don't see somebody messing around with your vehicle. And number one, I mean, is the police liable? That vehicle should have been locked, I think. If it wasn't,
man.
because it's dangerous, somebody gets back there. We know that those doors lock automatically in the back, and the front door was locked from watching the video. So, I mean,
And,
but then
and
what's
think
going
about
on
if
with
that
the
was a kid.
yeah, but then they say the dude had a working cell phone.
Man,
That throws me now. I'm like, okay, well then what's going on with him? How do you have a working
a
cell
kid.
phone and you're locked in the back of a police car after just getting released and you ain't called nobody?
I don't know. I mean, I know he had a few things in his hands, but did we see a cell phone in his hand? And that's the question.
He had
You
a
know what I
working
mean? Because
cell
that
phone.
could
They
be.
said he didn't make any calls. They
Well,
looked
they
at
said
the
he.
record. Oh,
That's what I'm
well, I
saying. They
mean,
said he did,
well, who
right? I
has
mean,
the phone? Who has the phone?
they could say a lot of shit.
Who has the
Well,
phone?
we
We
don't.
can find out real
I,
easy like that. Who has the phone? And we can see if he
well, I'm
made a
sure.
call
Yeah,
or
I
not.
mean, and that I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like this case is, and even okay. So if like the family, if he was in there, like, did he die immediately or how long? That's what I think. Maybe he died a little bit sooner than people think. People think maybe he died a day or two after. It got hot. It was, because it gets fucking
So
with no windows. Shit, it's
he's
hot
in
as fuck.
Azusa. But I'm just thinking, so have you thinking 3 days in the back of a police car, he should be dead? But you have a working cell phone and you make not one
But
call?
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. If he really did have a phone, right? How come he ain't never reach out to nobody, or did he just go in there and maybe pass out? Like, or
Could have
you know what I'm
been.
saying? Something, you know what I'm saying? Just something like that. Because how come he didn't call nobody? That's the thing. If you in there
That's a big one.
and you start panicking and you can't breathe, you're gonna call it no matter what. You're gonna pick up that, you're gonna dial, you're gonna call somebody, bro.
Or you would even attempt to break a window
Or
or
something. That's what I'm
something.
saying. If
You
you see
would,
somebody walking
I
by, you're
mean,
gonna try to shake the I'm gonna try to shake the car. I'm gonna try to get noticed somehow, some way.
I'm just like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
wow,
this
this is
fucking case is
crazy. Like,
it's
whoa.
mind blowing. And yeah,
So,
and I do like you said about the whole door situation. I do think that they are at fault. I do think that the family has a case in this. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that door should have been locked. Like, yeah, was he wrong to go in the back of that car? Yeah, he was. Okay. But he should have never had that opportunity. And if that door was locked, he wouldn't have been, you know what I mean, been able to get in the car. Because like I said, if that was a
oh
kid, a
yeah.
5-year-old or a 6-year-old, they can't make noise that, loud enough or shake the car. They can't, they would
And
that's
that's a little
fucking liability.
negligence on the police
That's
because I'm
fucking
like,
hella negligence. That's what I'm
people could just
saying.
walk up to you guys' cars and start fiddling around and just jump in the back and you guys don't even know for a couple days.
Yeah, like what is going
What if
on
he
over
wanted to
there?
take some? They have sometimes they have that shotgun in there. What if he wanted to take that? What if it was still in there?
Man,
Just because the car was out of service, I mean, it wasn't locked up.
no,
So
and I mean, shit, they're about to wash the car, so that's how the person even found his body in there because they're getting it prepared to wash him.
So it would have been even longer. That car would have been sitting there, and it may have been even longer while he was in the back of that police car. So I think they do need to figure this out. And the family, I'm not sure, but I mean, yeah, they're really upset. But I mean, you're still looking at that video and wondering, okay, what was going on with him to get released from jail,
Yeah,
but go fiddling around with a police car? That's still a little like was.
and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I like I said, I mean, he does have a little bit of his own, you're a grown man,
I mean,
come on. But
to,
at the
to
same time, the family does have action, you know what I'm saying? And, it is what it
well,
is. Like, that car was locked, that wouldn't have happened. And then as far as like at the secure watching the video, that they don't just have somebody because a police station is not like a place where like where they have to have 24 hours somebody looking at the video camera. So to miss that, I could see them missing him going into the vehicle, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't have anybody watching the video cameras 24/7. You know what I mean?
but to see
But
him messing with a police car,
well, that's what I'm saying. Nobody saw it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not just sitting there watching the cameras.
and that's just a little
Because if
alarming to
they saw,
me.
I'm sure if they saw him go in there, I'm sure they would have went and got him and brought him right back. Or like,
So you know what that
and
is? That's their negligence because they know that just like how you're thinking, and that dude that dropped that car off there was out of service. I ain't gotta lock this motherfucker. We at a police station, like you said.
oh yeah,
Ain't nobody, and then that
ain't nobody
happens.
thinking they about to. Yeah, no, you
And
for
then
real.
that happens,
Yeah.
you know, he's shitting bricks right now. He is,
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
boy. He whoever
He's
dropped
like,
that car off, I know that dude is over there like, oh
oh
my
yeah,
God. Like, no, no, no. Like, how does this happen to
this
me? Like my
can't
one
get
little
this.
mistake.
Guys, basically, I mean, this man died in your car in the parking lot
Just imagine
in front of the.
you the last one who dropped that car off. You know you are like, oh
Oh
man.
yeah, man, and trust me, it can be easy. I have done. I remember when I back in the day when I was younger and I worked at a community center, and my job was to lock the doors and make sure nobody was in the building, lock it up, set the alarm and all that. And one time I didn't even check. You're supposed to check in the bathroom because they have parties there, so you got to check in there, make sure nobody's
Oh,
in
I
there.
know what you're talking about, homie.
Bro,
I was there,
I
nigga. What
didn't
did you
really
saying? I was there.
I didn't really check the bathroom, and I just locked the door. And those bathrooms, you cannot get out of there from the inside if it's locked from the outside. So, bro, that was Friday night. Monday morning comes, Monday morning comes, and the cleaning crew gets there at like 5 a.m. The poor lady, she goes to unlock the door. This dude must have busted out that door so fast, hit her in the head with the door. You know what I mean? And he bolted out of there, bro. And we never heard nothing from him. I got lucky because they were kind of like, man, you know,
Did you lock
luckily,
that door?
yeah, I liked it, but I didn't go in there and really check like I was supposed to, man. So, and I'm not saying, because that's on a whole different level than on some
Yeah,
police,
that's
and
different. You're not
that,
at a police
that
station. You know what I'm saying? You're
no,
not at a police station. That's different.
yeah, that
That's
was a
totally
whole
different.
different level
You're
of
not at a
shit.
police station. But yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
I
That cop,
still
he knows
he's
he's
yeah,
tough.
he
Tough
you know
too.
he
He's
is not
tough.
the happiest dude right now. That guy's over there like, what the hell is going on? Like, oh no,
Man,
I could man, like he's over there probably trying, no, I locked it. I locked it. You know, once you but I don't know. What do you say in that moment right there if you the dude dropped it off? Do you lie and say you locked those doors, or do you be like, yeah, I
it
kinda
ain't no
like
way.
I
You
left
can't
him unlocked. I left him
because they
unlocked.
got surveillance. They gonna see you the last one out. You know what
But
I mean?
yeah, but you
That's
know
your
human nature
responsibility.
though. Your human nature gonna want because it's a body back there now. So it's
I
like
know. Yeah, you messed up.
you
But
yeah,
at
you
that
fucked
he's
up.
not gonna get
Mm.
charged or nothing with that, you know what I mean?
Oh no.
So
Well no, they're gonna try to get some money out of the police department though. The
oh, no,
family.
as they should, and I think
They're
as they
gonna
should, you know what
they
I'm saying? Not
definitely gonna
like
try
that,
to
but
get him
the
for some
police
bread.
station, they were negligent. That door should have been locked. You know what I mean? Plain and
But
simple,
we
straight
still
up.
need to do a little more into the
But
guy
I'm
because that was a weird activity that he pulled right there. That was very weird. I don't Most people don't get
Uh,
released from jail and go messing around with a police card. Like you trying to
bro,
get
you trying
far
to get
away
to
from
the
the police.
house.
Yeah, you trying to get far away from the police. Like, oh man, I'm trying to get out of this situation and move the hell on. Like, man, what the hell am I doing trying to mess with this damn police car? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were saying on the comments, why wasn't he in his street clothes? Y'all released him in his scrubs. Like that was some of the
Yeah, that
people was
is
saying
true.
that.
I
That
don't know.
was
I mean,
also
some places I guess
that
are
was
different than others.
that was also a little strange too. So it was some strange things here though. I will say that. It's some
That's what I'm saying,
strange
and
stuff.
I can't wait to see the autopsy.
And I want to know how many calls did the family make to his cell phone?
Right. Right. Did they try calling him in those
Well,
and that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Was they hitting him
He
up, reaching out, or
I
what?
kinda I kinda think he died sooner than later in there, and I don't know, it could have been a medical situation
Had to
or
be.
maybe he didn't run or maybe he ran, wasn't no air in there and he ran I don't know.
A person could still survive 3 days with not eating, sitting in the back of that car. I don't think you would just be dead.
Oh, nah, I don't know. That's a tough one depending on his
3 days?
situation. Since he's been in, you gotta think, he just got out of that this jail for he been in there for 3 days. How much eating and drinking, water, and all that stuff did he do in there? You know what I'm
Well,
saying? You
they
gotta
had to
think
give him
about
some food, but I'm just saying.
but did
Well,
he need
maybe,
it?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He could already been kinda, like, starving, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Kinda eat you know what I'm saying? And kinda, like, for not eating that stuff or you just don't know. And then once he's locked in there, now he's going on 4,
I think
5,
something was
and
yeah.
you know what I'm
Something was
saying?
going on with him though. I think something had to be going on with him or something. Cause that just the
I
way
mean,
that
he had to
activity.
I don't
He
wanna say
what?
he had to be sober, but the chances of him being sober are a lot higher because he's not in somewhere where you people sneaking in drugs and all that shit. This is I wanna say he was in the little
Now that
Azusa's.
you're right, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, so it
You
wasn't
see
like
what
he
I'm
was just
saying?
yeah, so he wasn't just like high out of his mind. And they released him broad
And
day. It wasn't nighttime,
unless he or somebody else did sneak some in there and then they was able to get high before he left and maybe he was high on some
but you
I
still
don't
can't
know.
get too high because the officers will recognize it, you know, and
That's
then
what I'm saying.
they'll do something to
And
you
then
and
they're
be
not gonna
like,
just well, hopefully they wouldn't just let you go in there, but
nah, if they
shit.
see you high out of your
Can't
mind,
take
they ain't finna let you out of. They gonna be like, okay, well, hold on, where'd you get this from, and what you in here
man.
doing? Like, hold on, we're not gonna release you just yet, you know. And then, but they released him, so. And they didn't look like they had a problem with it. They walked him right out the door, and he walked right out there, and it was broad daylight, broad daylight. So,
Yeah, nah,
it,
man. It's a
it, it,
lot of weird questions to this, man, but
yeah, this case is
so
strange.
it's crazy. If you guys haven't, go check it out, man. It's Eric Valencia. He was found dead in the back of an unlocked Azusa Police Department patrol SUV on March 26, 2026. Rest in peace to that man. And this was Major Case Files, one of our updates. Please subscribe. I'm Half,
And I'm Dre.
and we'll talk to you guys on the next one.